Hi, my name is Gloria Ingram. I'm an educator, a parent, and an author. I am the author to this book, Building Harmonious Parent-Child Relationships. It's a step-by-step guide to help unlock effective communication, promote positive behavior, and cultivate empathy connections. I'm holding it just for a minute or two because the first day that I showed the book, that was one of the things that I got a comment that I got that I didn't hold it long enough so that you could see that it what the name of the title of the book was. So we're going to be using this book as we go through this course or uh, these activities that we're learning to see how to build a harmonious parent-child relationship. But before I start, I really want you to know that my reason for doing this is because I care. I really care about families. I was raised in a family. I told you the first time that I talked with you that I was the oldest of eight. So I was been acting like a parent all of my life. And now I'm looking at some of the things that are happening between the parents and the children, and I never ever thought anything like this could happen. So I did a little research. I researched the Youth and Families Administration for Children and Families, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and I found that there were quite a few heartbreaking experiences because we've had some that have died, and they are saying that a lot of those times 80% of the child deaths involve at least one parent. So something has to be done. I believe that we can do it. We just have to want to find out what is it that's causing these problems. And then together we can bring more respect, understanding, and love into our homes and our classrooms. And I say, classrooms because teachers, I was an educator for a while, and teachers in the school and the parents all have to work together in order for the child to be successful and happy. And it has to go beyond the school. Sometimes parents think, well, they express that they feel like the school should be doing it, but it cannot be done unless you have parents and the school working together. So I'm going to be starting with I want us to do activities as we move along, not just listen to what someone is saying. I want hands on. And so I'm starting with a parent reflection worksheet. And why do I think that the reflection worksheet is important? Because it too is a step by step guide that can help you to have better relationships with your child because you will have to reflect on what you are doing, how your children are accepting what you are doing. And if you know that you're not doing things that are positive enough, you can start to work on it. You want to question yourself, go and reflect on how am I showing up as a parent? And what is my child experiencing from me? And when you take that time and really think about what you're doing, are you yelling? Are you screaming at the child? Are you using the words that say, I love you, I want you to be successful, those sorts of things, because that is really what a child needs, especially when they're young and growing up. So if you're not doing those things, then we really need to start working. You may think that I don't understand that when you have children, that there can be major problems. That I do because I did not stay in a marriage, but about 3 years, and then I had to take over after helping with the other 7 children. So I know what it is to want things to be better, not to know how. But I believe too that it becomes because there are times when we don't think, we just do, and we have not even thought it through. But once we are calm and we can talk to the children and the children can talk to us, we can see a major change. Now, on this reflection sheet, there are some questions that I'm going to be asking you. I put it in a new Gmail that I have, and I'm going to give you a Gmail address so that when you go, you'll see this reflection worksheet and print it and fill it out. When I talk about reflection, I'm talking asking yourself questions, self check prompts. Think about something that has happened lately, a challenge between you and your child, and how did you solve it? How do you think the child felt when it was over? You want to build once you want to do this so that you can say, I really want things to be better in the home and between us. I know that if we work together, it can happen. And this will help you to do better as a parent because you'll gather strength. You'll be talking. You'll find out if there's a problem where you can go to get the help. And then you start to think about what are some things that I can really do to make it better myself. If you fill this out and actually come to some type of conclusion of what you can do to make it better. Matter of fact, I've put at the bottom of the sheet an example of where you may be having problems when it's time for the child to go to bed. And what is a way that you can handle it? If the child is supposed to go to bed, you don't want to wait until they're going to bed at 9 o'clock. You don't want to wait until 10 minutes to 9 to start talking about them going to bed. They need time to know it's almost time for me to go to bed. I've got to clean my room. I've got to go to the restroom. And then you're going to top it with maybe reading a book or they read a book to you. And then when they go to sleep, feeling good and feeling that things have really been great for them. Now, I'm kind of mixed up about because I'm 78 and so I'm just learning a lot about this computer. So I did put a new um email in there, and that email I made it so that it is really um not hard to remember. It's Gloria J. Ingram. All of those letters. Gloria J. Ingram. I don't know if you can see that, but it's GLORIAJINGRAM 777 at gmail.com. If you can just remember that. Gloria J. Ingram 777 at gmail.com. Now, I know there is a better way to do it, uh, but I'm going to find out for the next time. No, as soon as I find out, I will put it out so that you can go in to this email and get a copy of this parent reflection worksheet. And then over the time that we're out, by filling out this form and making a decision as to what really needs to be worked on, I expect that we'll come back together and be able to. I will see it in your in the email. Hopefully, those of you that are really working on it, you will give me comments, You will let me know what you don't agree with. You write in there problems that you're having and that you don't know how to solve them. I can't solve all problems, but I do know a lot of people that have done a lot of things dealing with homes and children. So the next time we get together, hopefully, I'm wanted to be on every Thursday at 6 o'clock, and I also want to be able to go on Zoom sometimes so we could talk back and forth. So thank you so much for coming on. I do believe that all people feel the way that I do, that parents and children should get along. They should find a way to get along. There are many reasons that they don't, and there are things that can be done to make it better. So that is my reason for trying it. I when I started out, I heard and I saw what was going on. That's when I started to write the book, and I got to um, the landscape of parenting, and I saw how many changes had been made, and why. Years ago, we didn't have to worry about a TV. And then there was a time we surely didn't have to worry about a computer. But all of those changes are causing conflict between children, parents, the school, and the home. So I'll talk with you next Thursday. Thank you so much. Do try to get into this new email again, Gloria J. Ingram. All of that goes together. You don't have a space. Gloria J. Ingram 777 at gmail.com. And that way we'll be able to talk. There may be times when you need to send me an email because you have a problem. So thank you. I went over this time. I went to 12 minutes. I wanted to stop at 10. Thank